what is your definition of a real good customer experience? If I'm here in Geneva, one day before the beginning of the Geneva Watch Days 2024 edition is for one good reason. If I follow what experts say about it, they say that a very good customer experience is when the brand can create a sincere relationship with its customer. So, for that reason, I'm here today in Geneva because a Dutch brand named Holthinrichs is launching for the first time their rally. For me, it would be a good way to see if that rally is a perfect example of what a brand can do for their customers. How it is to follow a race car.
Yeah, that's insane. That thing on the straight lines in the corners. Like in the corners I had the feeling, oh, okay, we can keep it. But then I noticed just now, the tires are getting hot. So it tends to slip out in the back. And I made the mistake to de-accelerate in the corner. So I felt the glove, whoop, and then I gave a throttle again. So it's so fucking fun.
If you want, we can go up here. There's kind of an orientation table that tells you a little bit. Over there, you can see a little bit of Lake of Annecy.
Oh, nice. Whoa.
Oh, nice.
That's far? Whoa. That's like an hour drive.
It depends.
45 minutes.
It depends. If you race with that car, 20 minutes, it's all good.
Jesus Christ. And we decided as a team for this event, so we'll do it next year. But for this event, we will make a watch for you, because you really did a lot of work.
I wasn't expecting this at all.
No, I know.
We were.
And the good thing is, I think we should actually now, because we still have the chance, we should see that we can match the color of the lines. So the idea was to have two stripes on the dial, on the porcelain dial, so, and then we match it exactly to the color of your car. But you shouldn't change the wrap then.
No, it's not.
But you should give us the color code or something, so we don't have that. But we'll do that, so it's a matching car with your car. So.
Yeah, we have a special numero font actually, kind of inspired by racing technical leaders.
Yeah, we spoke about that. That's really, I mean, that's a brilliant idea.
So it's, I'm sorry for the rest. It sounds like a V12. It's so addictive.
Yeah, it sounds really good.
Well, it's a cylinder, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, that was some scary parts because I had one hairpin when the engine fell off.
Really?
So I was like,
In 2024, one day before the Geneva Watch Days, you launched like the first edition of the Holthinrichs Rally.
yes.
So, my first question would be how you ended up with that idea.
So that's a good question, but we in the atelier, we really like vintage cars. cars in general, but especially vintage cars. So Damian and I are talking about it all the time. We're also buying or almost buying cars all the time, so it's kind of a fascination. But it turns out that also our good customers, our clients, they also like cars. Like, who doesn't love cars together with watches, right? It's technique, it's romance, it's... So we were having...
but today, during the rally, it was not like more about romance, it was like more about bromance.
Yeah, yeah, it was about bromance, so yeah. Well, also like connecting with your client. Yeah. That's I think it's important because, for example, this was the tryout, so we'll do it every year. That's the idea. But actually, the route book, when you have a proper route book, is made by one of our good clients who actually lives in Annemasse here. So he knows the routes. He helps us with creating the tour, and he actually has like 5 routes for the next 5 years already.
For you, what is like the best customer experience and a brand can offer to their customer or the people who are following them?
I think first answer would be I think a brand should be very authentic and approachable, and I think that's the good thing with independents becoming larger now. So you can almost all are very small teams, so you can have a very personal connection, and you can also share your passion. So that's one thing, and I think that as a brand I should be, or as a maker also, I should be visible. We should be approachable all the time. But then that's a general thing for every independent, every brand, right? So I think then the second thing is, and that's where originality comes in. It's like, what do you have to offer? Right, so the rally is an experience, for example, which is close to my personal heart, but it should also be about the watch. So what can you offer to a client? And that could be a bespoke experience, could also be an extremely innovative design or whatever. In my case, I think that we can actually offer architectural design on the wrist. So when I started this watch I'm wearing, well, you shot. That is maybe the first fully integrated outcome of what my vision is for this brand, and that is basically that you can get the same experience as a person wearing this that you can feel when you enter an important building, like a religious building or a monument or something, that you enter it, you feel elevated, you feel touched, and you want to discover more. So I get the shivers in my neck actually right now, because I think of an experience I had in actually was Notre Dame. It's a very cliche building, but it's of course a nice building. I entered it, you experience the whole space, you think about how it's made by people by hand at the time, whereas other people were basically living in shit, and it's still functioning. It was also a special event going on. I'm sorry, I'm not religious, so I don't know what exactly was happening, but there was a choir singing, like everything was fitting, right? And I started to cry. So, and that is something where I think that architecture is extremely powerful. Like, it might be the highest art, but what we will do is actually, we will make a rally edition every year of the signature. So that might become available or not after the rally, but at least the one which is actually finished, like we will finish one every year, that will be given to the person who takes the best photograph during the rally. So every year it will be slightly different, right? Different color, different year on the dial. But there has to be some kind of a competitive aspect, not in speed. So, yeah, surely my car is the slowest. So, but to also make it interesting and to create like this vibe that really an honest, open kind of lottery. Really, we dictate which is the best as a group, which is the best photo, and that person will get it.
Perfect. Michiel, thanks a lot for your time. Thanks a lot for that.
Thank you for joining the rally.
My pleasure. Thanks for creating those beautiful timepieces that you are already wearing on your wrist. See you guys. Just follow what they are doing and support the way that you can.
Thank you.
It's like, for me, Holthinrichs is like a key to open like an interesting creative door where you can deep dive into. It could be at least architecture or like horological craftsmanship. So do not hesitate to look at the video they are doing and look at deeply to the product they are showcasing. It's way interesting that you can find to other brands. See you very soon, Michiel.
Thank you.
Thank you.